started. Jeff, who on the Celtics do you think they need to keep an eye out for here tonight?
I really like the combination of Marcus Smart and Avery Bradley. When you have tough perimeter defenders like the Boston Celtics have with those two, you have a chance. Bradley, to me, sets a great tone for not only his team, but for the young players to try to emulate.
Smart fires with 2 on the clock, and Marcus Smart with a 2-pointer.
The assist from number 44, Tyler Zeller.
Jeff, you know the Spurs are going to come back strong and motivated. Last year they had a terrific season, but lost in that first round, that heartbreaking Game 7. This team is going to be ready to make some noise.
I'm interested in following this, Mike, because they had to sacrifice some very good players. Corey Joseph, Marco Bellinelli. Are their perimeter players going to have to play more minutes? Is Tony Parker, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, are they going to have to play bigger minutes than we've seen them have to play in the past?
On the reverse.
That's just a nice layup right there.
Number 42, David Lee.
His foot just touched the line, out of bounds, turnover.
Those lines are on the court for a reason. You can't step on them and go out of bounds. This drives me absolutely wacko to see a guy step out of bounds.
Turner against Leonard. Hey, Jeff, one thing you know when you play the Celtics, that's starting backcourt. They'll get after you defensively. That's got to be tough for opponents.
There's no question. The size, the strength, the defensive IQ, and the toughness of Marcus Smart and Avery Bradley sets a defensive tone. They don't have great defenders in the front court protecting the basket, but what they have is a dynamic backcourt defensively.
Duncan gets it to go.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
Kawhi Leonard.
Turner against Leonard. "24-second violation." It'll be Spurs ball.
Everybody clap your hands.
Parker set to bring it up.
Come on, yo. Come on, yo. Come on, yo. Come on, yo.
Adjusting in the air. Ref blows the whistle. He's got a foul. And Tim Duncan will go to the line. He's shooting 73% from the line this season.
First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. And he just flips it up as time winds down. First quarter complete. San Antonio's up by 1. Will be good close first quarter. Anything stick out for you, Jeff?
Well, this is a first quarter league, Mike. You have to get off to a good start. And when you do get off to a good start, you help establish your habits for the rest of the game.
2 points. The assist from
San Antonio's leading Boston by a score of 7-4. Bradley against Green. Lee able to knock it down. Boston shooting 60% from the field in tonight's game.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
Double team closing in. Jeff, the Spurs fans so pumped up about this year. LaMarcus Aldridge is now in the starting lineup for the rest of these Spurs.
Without question, he's a tremendous offensive talent and is poised to take over as the first option for these Spurs when Tim Duncan finally departs. But I would be shocked, Mike, by the end of the year if they weren't up at the top of the Western Conference.
Throws it down the rim.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Smart, bringing it up. Pivots toward the rim with the drop step. The screen is set for 2. Bradley's jump shot won't go. Throws the lob and goes out of bounds. San Antonio's leading Boston by a score of 11-8. Oh, nice rejection by Duncan. Gets it up for 2. Hits the shot. He's averaging 10 points per game this season.
Hey, you can only control what you can control. The defense there was great. It was just a better shot.
The 2 defenders swarm. Misses the 2. Green fires. Converts on the inside. And he curls in to the rim. Count it. And the foul. Blocking called against Aldridge. And Marcus Smart will go to the line. 1 shot to complete the 3-point play. And he misses that 1 free throw. At the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. San Antonio's up by 1. We'll be right back with... Welcome back to the AT&T Center for the second half. Along with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand. San Antonio's up by a narrow margin as we start the third quarter, Jeff. They just got to keep doing what they did in the first half.
Why did you steal my line, Mike? That's what I just told you off air. I just said that. That's exactly what they've got to continue to do. Do what they're doing, continue to work the game, and they will be rewarded. Gee.
Aldridge against Lee. Leonard fires it up again. Knocks it down. A 2-pointer. The Spurs up by 3.
The assist from number 12, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Nobody's near him. Hits for 2. Boston shooting 58% from the field.
We're seeing a lot of offensive energy on the floor from both of these teams with terrific ball movement.
Shoots for 3. Knocks it down. San Antonio's 1 for 2 from the perimeter.
Nothing prettier than the spot-up 3-point shot. That one was dead center right from the start.
Reverses, and David Lee with the bucket.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
San Antonio's leading Boston by a score of 18-8. to 16.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Looking to curl in to the rim. No good on the layup attempt.
Hey, that's a good look right there. Just couldn't get it in.
Parker against Turner. In the paint, it's good. And Kawhi Leonard with 11 points.
The assist from number 14, Danny Green.
To the basket, 2 points on the layup.
I love watching the attackers in our league be able to adjust, adapt, and then ultimately finish at the basket.
Gets it off. That's a two-pointer. He puts it in.
4-2. The assist from number 9, Tony Parker.
In count of it goes. Third quarter in the books. The Spurs up by 4. Fourth quarter set to begin. Can they possibly keep this pace up? What an offensive display.
Both teams have been offensive juggernauts so far in this game. And yes, if they continue to get these type of shots, they will have a great opportunity to keep scoring the ball the way they have been. Stops are critical, though, to try to win this game down the stretch.
That's good. A one-point game.
The assist from number 30.
San Antonio's leading Boston by a score of 22-21. Aldridge on the drive, inside, 2 points, gorgeous play from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Outstanding body control and then the ability to still finish and concentrate. I'm sometimes mesmerized by what these athletes can do.
Making the baseline move.
Remaining in the fourth quarter.
From three-point land, he sinks it. Boston's 2 for 5 from long range.
Made the most of his opportunity and he knocked it in. 3-ball.
Beats his man. Oh, quick move, gets inside. Up and in from Tony Parker.
Better late than never. Finally a lead change in this game. Now maybe we'll get some of that back and forth action that we expect to see in NBA basketball.
Gets a good look. That shot ties it up. What a play.
The assist from number 11, Evan Turner. 1 minute.
2 minutes gone by in the fourth, and the score is tied. Gets it off. Oh, what a shot.
Wow. The first lead change of the game, and it doesn't take place until the fourth quarter. It took 3 quarters of action and more to see that first lead change.
Ball is stripped, stolen. Aldridge is looking to operate from down low. Lets it go. Oh, clutch shot. As we wind down the fourth, there's a timeout.
When you're in a 2-possession game, you don't really need to do anything special to get back in it. All you need to do is execute out of the timeout, get a score, and then have your defense lock in and lock down, get a stop, and then get out on the break.
Show early for your chance to win.
From downtown, clutch three-pointer. Whistle blows, an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Ref calls the foul. No choice there. They had to stop the clock.
Up by 1, 2 free throws. In the waning seconds of this game, he's got to step up and make both so that they can just concentrate on defending the three-point opportunity.
Boy, pressure free throws right there. The lead is now 3. And they call a timeout as we're winding down the fourth here. For 3. Bradley with the touch, puts it in. And a timeout call, very little time remaining. Will it go for the win? And that's it. Time runs out. The final score is 35-32.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.